What's up, guys? Welcome back to Box Football, and I'm here right now to talk about the European final between England and Spain. If you're an England fan, you might want to look away. In fact, watch it because a couple interesting things I'm going to say. But if you're a Spain fan, enjoy these next 10 to 15 minutes. Well, guys, the final is completed. The European Championship is officially over, and Spain are on top. And what did I get from this whole thing is overall the best team won. And I think this is the best thing for not just the competition, but just for football overall, because this notion of you can almost like S your way, you can, poop your way all the way to the title. Spain have kind of said, you know what, nah, we're going to play properly. We're going to go at teams. We're going to be offensive. We're going to go through a gauntlet, which they have. Spain managed to beat, if people don't get this right, Italy, who are former world champions, Germany, who are former world champions, France, who are former world champions, and also now England, who are former world champions. What a road to the final that they have been on. But not only that, with the tough games that they've had, they've played absolutely incredible football. Offensively, just going at teams to have the two wide players who have been incredible. But let's just touch on the game. And to me, where the game was won, where the game was lost, and I also touch on England at the same time. And obviously, we're going to finish with the Spanish team. But game finished 2-1. And the first half for me, I felt Spain kept the ball really, really well. Kept the ball really well. Got their wide players, especially in dangerous areas, and also to me the center midfielders, but didn't really create anything. I don't think that I think they had one shot on target, which was a deflected shot from like Yamin Yamal. While England on the other hand kind of grew into it. I thought they started off a little bit iffy, a little bit worried, but as the kind of first half was going on, you can see they were they were growing in confidence. Kobe Mainoo was getting on the ball, but not not as much. Phil Foden was kind of in and out. Jude was getting on it, but doing a bit too much there. Didn't see enough of Kane, but it was even. I think if you're England going in there, you would be slightly worried, but at the same time, you're looking at it being like, okay, we're still in this game. They haven't created that much. In fact, we've defended well. If you just step up a little bit in the second half, we can get them. Like we can get them. Spain on the other hand, well, okay, not bad, but we can step it like we can step it up. The biggest thing for me going into the second half to see a player like Rodri coming off the field and seeing Zumendi, who I'm not too aware of, but apparently he's a centre back from Real Sociedad. Come on, you're thinking advantage England here. Here is a great opportunity. Spain's best player is off the field. We have an opportunity to beat this Spanish team and win the title. I'm thinking Spain obviously must be low, seeing their talisman, like their best, the best midfielder in the world going off the field. And out of nowhere, they looked better without him. Yeah, which was absolutely crazy. First 5 minutes, they started like a house on fire. Um, a little transition period. They switched it, and I think it was Yamin Yamal was like playing like in the half space. So there was a ball around the corner into him. He plays it in. I think it was Daniel Elmo who just squares it into Nico Williams, who just slots it in, and England got caught. But at the same time, to me, it was to me it was more about Spain's brilliance, like overall, and how quick they played. And then after that, for a 20-minute period, England got bopped. I mean, in transition, they couldn't really do anything. In possession, they just looked frail. Declan Rice I was really, really worried by his performance on the ball. He didn't look like he wanted it when he did have the ball, it was panicked. But the best thing for me was from Spain was that they were playing through England's press. England would press high. Listen, they might have one or two players commit, pop, 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 through the middle, out wide, and they were creating chances at will. Yamin Yamal, who to me didn't have that great of a game, he had numerous chances. You had that shot cleared off the line by John Soles from Alvaro Morata. It was chance after chance for Spain. You're thinking, oof, this could be a blowout here. But fair play to Gareth Southgate, fair play to England, because one thing Gareth Southgate has been criticised for, in my eyes, is that he doesn't react well enough. Right? He's not a proactive manager enough. But to be fair to him, he was proactive in straight away in around the 60th minute. He brings off Harry Kane. He brings off a player who barely touched the ball, was barely involved and brings on Ollie Watkins to really stretch the game. And I'm seeing England, okay, they're really gonna go for it. He then puts on Cole Palmer, and like the biggest thing for me, Spain take off Morata, and I'm thinking, ooh, can they is this advantage England? England kind of grown confidence, and then Bit of moment of genius, bit of a ricochet, ball into Jude Bellingham, spins, lays it off to Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer slots one in to the bottom corner. I'm thinking the momentum is now with England. They got Cole Palmer, they got Jude Bellingham, they got Phil Foden, they got Ollie Watkins, Saka, all on the field. Spain have kind of retreated a little bit. I'm thinking, listen, there are 20 minutes left of this football game. England are going to go on to win it. Why? Because they have the momentum and they were able to withstand Spain's overall genius. But the one thing about this Spanish team that they've been able to do throughout this whole tournament is that they never panicked. They've seen everything in terms of view of going a goal down against Georgia, not panicking. Having a late equalizer against Germany and still coming back and after taking off their two main threats in Morata and also Nico Williams and like you mean Yamal. They find a way to beat Germany, going a goal down, yeah, against the champions, against the former champions of the world's France. I'm thinking like it's worrying, but they did not panic, and that they had a 10-minute period where the way that they kept the ball and they just really like they to me they like with all the momentum England had, they were able to suck the life out of him. There was one passage of play where it started off with the goalkeeper. He pops it into the centre back, and they just slowly but surely build their way. England press, and I think it was a ball dropped into Cucurella, who pops it back into the middle. And I think Ajizola punched the ball into the striker, and then they were out again. And I'm thinking, oh, that looks nice composed, and then you could just see them slowly but surely getting their composure. England never ever to me had a good 5 to 10 minute period where they got on the ball and really could really pin the Spanish team down. Spain create a great chance with Yamin Yamal, should have took it, didn't take it, but they look controlled and the confidence from players like Carvajal, who's been there, seen that no sort of occasion can overrule them. To me, fed to the Spanish team who never really panicked, and then they get their goal. Lil Bay, like Cucurella plays an unbelievable pass. I'm surprised Carl Walker didn't get to the ball, and it was Odriozola comes in, just gets there before Jordan Pickford, 2-1. England have their chances here. They had a ball cleared off the line. I think it was Dani Olmo who was able to clear off the line. But overall, let's be honest, Spain were the best team and the best team won. Yeah, and I'm so happy for football. I'm happy for Spain because they've gone through an absolute gauntlet to get to that point. And right now, they look at the team that they have. They just won this one and obviously enjoy it. But when you have your Yamal, Nico Williams there, Rodri has a lot left in him, and I'm pretty sure that they're going to constantly still produce players as Spain always do. You know, everybody needs to be worried because this team right now will only go from strength to strength. The most important thing to me for teams is to get that winning feeling. Spain have that winning feeling from winning the Nations League and now winning in Euros, and also have players who are going to compete for Europe for Champions Leagues and league titles, so they know how to win. And going into the next World Cup right now, what they have and Yamin Yamal, Nico Williams getting a little bit older, and they're also adding these like unbelievable players like Dani Olmo, and they kind of get Gavi fit, kind of get Pedri fit. You're looking at the Spanish team, be like, they might be top two to top three favorites going into the next World Cup. Honestly, it's unbelievable. From them, fair play to them, fair play to the manager. From like at the start of the whole tournament, they weren't tipped for it, but they've done well. They haven't done well. They have been. This is arguably the best performance we've ever seen from a team in the European Championship. To win all 7 games, I think they only one game that they didn't win in normal time, which was the Germany game. But overall, they were fantastic. They're beating France, beating like just beat every team, and even in the group stages, where they said that they had a the group of death, Croatia, Italy, and I'm not sure. I can't remember who the second team was. It might have been Romania. I'm not fully sure. They did it. They did it, and they got to this point, and it's well deserved. What a team! Can they go on to win more? And I'm going to say this right now, Rodri, the Ballon d'Or. Can we not give it to him? Yeah, there hasn't been a great candidate for Ballon d'Or this year. You could say Binny, you could say Jude. Rodri might be the man. But let's talk about England, and guys, let me show you this. I'm in all black. Yeah, I'm in all black because I went to the pub to watch a game, and I went to a funeral today. Because at the start of this whole journey in the Euros, I said I wanted to slow down, build them up to let them down, as England always do, and they did what they did. You know, there's a couple things I want to say. Do not blame Gareth Southgate because he's the easy scapegoat here. Oh, he didn't do this right. He didn't do this right. Gareth Southgate to me set up the team well. Could they have pressed a bit more? Yeah, but do you press a team as good as Spain? Because Spain to me would invite the press, yeah, because they want to play around you. And if you press, what's that leave? Spacing behind for players like Nico Williams and also Yamin Yamal to hurt you. So I can understand why England didn't press there. Did Gareth Southgate affect the game and bring on some substitutes that affected the game? Yes. Ollie Watkins came in. Cole Palmer comes in and scores the equalizer. He brought on the players. He did to me all he could do. I have to look at the England players right now and say that they didn't step up. Leave Gareth Southgate out of it. Did Harry Kane step up? Did Phil Foden step up? Did Jude Bellingham step up? Did Bukayo Saka step up? Did we see a performance? Because sometimes in international, especially in international football, yeah, tactics to a certain point ain't really there because team managers don't really have that much time to spend with players. It's a lot about the individuals. Yeah, let's take it back to the last World Cup with Messi's brilliance, with Mbappe's brilliance, Antoine Griezmann, Rodrigo, like I can Di Maria's brilliance. Did we see the brilliance of the England team? No, we didn't. Yeah, and to me, that's the players not stepping up. Are you trying to tell me that players like Zubamendi, Odriozola, Danny Elmo is as good as players like Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden, Declan Rice? In terms of your name value, no. But they stepped on the football field, they poked their chest out, and they stepped up as individuals. England didn't. Yeah, and I don't want to hear it. To me, I'm hearing England have the best squad, have the best this, have the best that. Hmm. You have the best squad if you watch the Premier League. Yeah. France to me have a great squad. Um, Spain have proven that they have an unbelievable squad. People just don't watch it. But England as an overall team, as individuals, is cool to a certain point, but also a bit overrated. Let's be dead honest with ourselves here. Did we see the best out of Phil Foden today? No. Did I see Bukayo Saka take the game because he had a number of times 1v1s against Kukurev? Don't think he got at him. Jude Bellingham, I felt he was overdoing it at times. Maybe could he have played centrally? But like to be fair, Gareth Southgate played in a 4-3-3 to match up with him, and it probably give England a bit more balance, especially with Kobe Mainoo and Phil Foden's connection. I get that, but they didn't step up. Um, Mainoo wanted a lot more from him. I didn't feel like he was able to influence the game and get on the ball, and that's down to him also, not just the manager. I look at another player, Declan Rice. Listen, I've said this for him. Off the ball, I could be the best in the world at winning the ball back. But you've seen the difference between Declan Rice and Odriozola, or Declan Rice and Zubamendi, who's centre back. Come on, and absolutely bossed the game in the second half. Rodri, who we know how good he is. That there is levels to this, you know what, and what Declan needs to do is step up like with the ball, because especially playing for Arsenal in England, they're going to dominate the ball a lot. And you've seen it today, it just wasn't able to do it because he couldn't get this team on the ball. Yeah, you have all these nice ball players, but why couldn't they get on the ball? Yeah, because we can all talk about Gareth Southgate as much as we want. Did these players play to their max? People say, did Gareth Southgate put them in their position to play to their max? I think he did. I just don't think these players set up. Well, I don't think these players stepped up and, to me, done enough. But where do England go from here? I think England should be proud of themselves. Fair play to them. Um, it's difficult. It's difficult because the mindset now is, what more can you take? Losing two European finals in a row, and it's not like you come back next year like other teams can. You have to wait another four years, and even for the World Cup, another 2 more years, where the competition is even bigger because the rest of the world is involved. It's long, it's tough. I think mentally for this team, there's going to be a lot of questions because next time that they come, can they reach that next hurdle? They played against a lot of teams who were beatable, and once they stepped up against a team who were level to them, they seem levels, and maybe that's a question in their mind that's going to play to them. The player like Harry Kane is going to ask himself, how many more times? Like this stuff really does matter. Southgate, does he stay? Does he go? Well, ultimately, he's probably going to walk. I think he should stay to the next World Cup, but people are not going to want it because England failed and whatever. I think he should stay. I think personally he should stay, but this England team, this one's gonna hurt the most. Because granted, the last one was bad, but to lose it again and having to wait again, I don't think this team is able to do it. I'll be honest with you. And that classic line, it's the history of the Tottenham, it's the history of the England. England are the Tottenham of international football, unfortunately. In the end, you just have to call it what it is. You just have to call it what it is because so much hurt, so much pain. In the last couple of years, you've been in so many great opportunities to take the uh the bull by the horns and make that moment happen. Just never happened. And where they go from here is quite tough. I think everybody needs a rest. Spain, England, tournament's done now. Hasn't been the most enjoyable tournament overall, but it's done. We've crowned the champions in Spain. Congratulations to them. Well deserved. Arguably the best performance I've seen from a European team overall to beat the team that they were able to beat. And do they compare to the great Spanish team? Probably not. But I was really, really impressed with what I've been able to see from them. And let's see what happens in the 2026 World Cup. Let's see what's also going to happen in the Copa America final. But England fans, comment down below. Let me know what you think in regards to you guys. Where do you guys go from here? Spain, Spanish fans, let me know what you think. Is it Vamo, Alcaraz win, Spain win all in one day? Let us know, guys. Comment down below, like, share, and subscribe. This is Box to Box Football. This is James on his own, and we'll see you guys next time.